Hey everybody, Mateo and RTB here from Zpacks, and today we're going to show you how to properly set up and break down your offset trio tent. Start off by finding flat ground if possible, and make sure the area is free of sharp rocks and twigs. Remove the tent and the two 32-inch tent poles from the stuff sack and lay the offset trio out flat. Next, stake out the four main corners of the tent, leaving a little slack on each guy line. Make sure when staking out the tent that they extend straight out from the point at a 45-degree angle. If not using our 48-inch tent poles, you'll need to set your trekking poles to 48 inches. With the storm doors unzipped, insert the front trekking pole outside the screen with the handle at the peak, and place the tip of the pole on the ground sheet's integrated trekking pole flap. Stake the peak guy line and adjust it along with the guy line on the shorter storm door if necessary. If the peak is too high, tighten the front corner lines. If it is too low, loosen them. The corners of the tent should be about 4 inches off the ground. Insert the back trekking pole the same way, staking out and adjusting the guy lines on the back just like you did on the front. Next, remove one of the 32-inch tent poles from its sling and insert one end into the tip cup attached to the bottom hem at the foot end of the tent. The other end of the pole inserts into the trekking pole cup that's attached with a guy line connecting to the canopy wall above the tip cup. Now, pull the bottom of the 32-inch tent pole to make the tip cup pull the end of the tent out, ensuring the middle of the hem is even with the corners. You'll now want to adjust the trekking pole cup until the top of the tent pole is relatively straight, making sure the tent pole is centered in the middle of the tent before staking out the guy line. You can now repeat this process at the head end of the tent with the other 32-inch tent pole. If your partner also has adjustable trekking poles, you can leave the 32-inch tent poles at home and use the trekking poles instead. If the walls of the tent aren't smooth, you may need to reposition the corner stakes or adjust the lines tighter. If the back corners are too low, loosen the back guy lines and tighten the main peak line to pull the front of the tent down and raise the back up. It should be about 4 inches off the ground all the way around. Each of the storm doors can be zip closed or rolled up independently and secured with the tent's magnet toggles. Leave at least one door open for airflow unless the weather is very bad. To break down the tent, make sure both sides are unzipped. Now remove the stakes from both peak guy lines and the guy lines at the foot and head ends of the tent to remove your trekking and/or tent poles. Next, you'll walk around the tent, removing all of the remaining stakes. Fold the tent in half lengthwise. Fold the tent in half lengthwise. Now you'll fold the tent in thirds. Fold the tent in half lengthwise. And now roll the tent up. Once the tent has been rolled up, place it back into the stuff sack. Now fold up the 32-inch tent poles, place them into their sling, and slide it alongside the tent inside the stuff sack. Well, that covers how to properly set up and break down your offset trio tent. For more information, click the link in the corner or in the description below. If you have any additional questions, please leave a comment or reach out to us at zpacks.com. Don't forget to hit subscribe to stay up to date on the latest product information, gear overviews, and our upcoming adventures. Until then, see you
See you
outside.